Just going to do a quick little video on this BC 168 charger I just got from Dealsextreem for about 80 bucks including shipping. Looks like it's pretty awesome actually. Right now I'm just running it with a little power supply that's 5 amps and 12 volts. And as you can see, I kind of had to limit the amps. I'm only charging 4S into 2 of my packs in my set here for my little electric dune buggy. I got this running as a 12S and then 6P setup, but I actually have 3 on each method's high voltage cut, low voltage cut board. As you can see, I haven't put the actual outputs on them yet, but just using them as a balancing board to connect 3 packs because I was hoping to actually run them in series and be able to switch to be able to run 24S instead of 12S and switch back and forth so I can put it on my BMX as well. It's a little battery box I'm thinking about maybe trying to produce. This one's a bit ugly, but it's an example of how good the welds can be from the welder that helps me out. And here's how this charger works. If you overpower it, it definitely pulls that power supply down too far and it will shut itself down. So I'll just stop it. I'll show you. So we can set how high it charges. You can set that all the way up to 4.2 even, which is pretty cool. And you select any point, I guess it's 0.01 volt at a time, which is pretty awesome. So I selected 4.19. Go on, click to the next screen here. And you can click this mute thing so it doesn't make noise when you switch screens. If it's pissing off your girlfriend while she's trying to sleep or something. And then, so I had to set these down to 4.2 amps per cell. I'm charging 4S right now, like I said. But let's take it right up to 8 amps and see what happens. And just click through all the modes. I'll go through those in a minute. And we got the low voltage. That's for input voltage. Once it hits that, it shuts itself down. You can adjust that up quite a bit. So we'll just start her up. Show you how easy this is to use. Probably shut down right there, yeah. So it shuts itself down pretty quick when you try and overload it like that. And that's actually overloading this power supply, not the charger itself. I have a 30 amp 12 volt power supply coming from Dealsextreem as well to be able to hopefully run 2 of these at once. What my plan is going to be, we'll set this down. Now you got to calculate this out because as the voltage comes up on the cell level, your wattage usage goes up, which means the amperage that it pulls from this power supply is actually going to increase and it's going to overload it. So if I was to actually run these right up to fully charged, I'd probably pick something around 3.6 volts a cell. And the next screen here, this is for your discharge mode. You can select a voltage to discharge to, your how many amps it'll discharge. And now it also has, I believe this number here, I haven't read all the instructions, but I think this is your mode that you can program. So this is called a charge mode, so that when you go back to what I just programmed there, if you pick mode 5, it'll always go back to it, which is pretty cool, because then you can set up for different batteries. You just pick what mode you need. Away you go. This is your charge time. You can set a limit on how long it's going to charge for, which is also really cool. Set that up to whatever you think it'll take to charge batteries, but then if you walk away or go to sleep or fall asleep or get drunk or whatever, you don't have to worry about it blowing up, burn your batteries to ground. This is for your temperature adjustment. You can set how low it will be, like how high I guess you would say it will be when this temperature sensor here that I haven't really wrapped around anything will sense a temperature at, and it'll shut everything down so you don't burn your house down as well, hopefully. And we go back to this 10 volts, you can adjust that all the way up to 12 and back down to 10. So that's its range of, basically that's an input voltage. When it comes down to that voltage, it cuts everything and shuts it off as well. Another little safety feature so you don't pop your power supply actually, which I've done before. And then we'll just click charge and we'll watch them all come up. So they'll climb to around 3 point something, 3.6 I think, set it at, and they'll stop. And it'll keep charging all the way right up basically to 4.2 or 4.19 volts a cell. Now you can see this little balancing board, or paralleling board I guess you would call it. I'm running 2 packs of 4S off of it. what I have here is the Methods extension cables, and I have one Methods board hidden in there, connected to that one, and one more board there. So this board is a string of 3 batteries in parallel, and then this board is another string of 3 batteries in parallel, which are in the same sequence in the series. If you were to actually look at this, there's one, this is series 1 here, and this is also series 1 here. They're just on separate Methods boards because, like I said, I want to be able to switch it to a 100 volt battery. This will be series 2, this will be series 3, same here, it'll be series 2 and series 3. And in this box I have 18 packs of Turnigy hard case batteries. I think what I want to try and do is find another one of these boards, and I'm going to order one more of these chargers, and what I'll do is I'm going to run them both off the same power supply, and then I'm going to get the third board that I'm going to order separately. I'm going to actually hook into for running the middle pack, because this will do 6S, so I can do 2 extra cells off this board, which would do 2 cells for one charger, and then the other charger would bring in and do the other 2 cells, and then they'd also have their own 4 cells in series. It's pretty cool. You can hook up just about anything. I have these little packs underneath here that I'm using to power my main contactor and my reversing contactor underneath. I could just plug those in right now if I wanted, and it would charge that up in parallel with all these other batteries, and it's really cool. I think it's going to be a really good charger.